So, sister, you believe in the Bible? You believe in God?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, one of the things that have not been taught to our people is that we are actually the Israelites. Have you ever heard that before? You've heard that before.
Yeah.
Where you heard that?
Away where I'm from.
Sorry?
Away where I'm from.
Okay. Dominican Republic. Israelites. Okay. So, what does that mean? You're an Israelite.
I really don't know.
You don't know?
I
I'm
really
gonna
don't know.
I'm gonna show you what it means. Because all these things that happen to us in our history, that happened because we broke God's commandments. So the people from Dominican Republic, that's the tribe of Simeon, right? Like you said, give me Deuteronomy 10 and 12. Because we broke God's commandments, that's why these things happen to us. What's some of the history of the Hispaniola, Dominican Republic? Where does that history go back to?
Spain. Like,
Spain.
You know? I don't know. You asking me the
It goes
question,
back
I
to
should be asking you the question.
Yeah, well, this is your homeland, right? So I'm sure you know, right? And it's important that you know, because it goes back to the Bible.
Right here, man.
Yes, bro. Go ahead, read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12.
Uh-huh.
And now Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
You, what's your name, sis?
Lina, Jorgelina.
Lina. All right, so you, Lina, what does the Lord require of you? Because today you're finding out that you're an Israelite, right? Read it.
But to fear the Lord thy God,
To fear the Lord. You gotta fear the Lord, right? Read it.
to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of the Lord.
So you gotta keep those commandments of the Lord. Read.
And his statutes I command thee this day for thy good.
So do you know the commandments of the Lord? You know some of them?
Some of them,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I learned it in Spanish very young.
Okay.
I know it by heart, but in my mind it's just blurry.
Okay.
want
That's
to-
good too. That's good. I'm not gonna read you all the commandments. I'm gonna show you some as an example. Deuteronomy 10:5. All right.
Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So this one's for the women. The women are not supposed to wear things that pertain to men.
What does that mean?
Things that belong to men.
Like,
You tell me.
I don't know. I'm
What
young.
is a piece of clothing that belongs to men? I'll put it like that. Read it.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
So men are not supposed to wear women's clothing. That makes sense? What are some women's clothing?
Like bra,
Bra.
underwears. They got different type of,
Uh-huh. What else?
What else? Like skirts.
A skirt.
What about the vikingos?
What about the
The vikingos.
is that
Like, big people, they used to use the skirt. It don't matter if it was a woman or a man, like the vikingo.
okay, it's that like something from Dominican Republic?
I don't know how to say it. But it's like they used to like be in boats and stuff, and like there was big mans, and like they used to like command and all that. They got horns. They go woo, vikingo. Like how? Let me see. I have a photo. So I'm gonna
All right,
search
if you
it
got a
up.
photo, pull up the photo.
Pull it up.
So they might be doing it, but is that according to God's laws? No. All right. So now, read it again.
Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5.
Uh-huh.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So now, we established that the dress is the women's garment, the women's clothing, right? But the women's not supposed to wear men's garment or men's clothing. I'll give you a hint. A lot of the women on the street are wearing something that belongs to men.
My bad.
I'll let you get your photo. Oh, like Vikingo, that's how you say it?
Yeah, I don't know the
Viking.
English
Okay,
word.
okay, yeah.
Yeah,
So those were not,
that's
you know,
not exactly.
they're not keeping God's commandments.
Okay.
They're not keeping God's commandments. So they're an example of, they wore pants too. They did wear pants too. But they weren't keeping God's commandments, you know what I mean? So no, What is something that the women today are wearing that belongs to men? Something on the street.
Long pants?
Pants! Pants! Why is that?
I mean,
Do you
it's
know
warmer.
your back home, your mother, your grandmother, did they ever wear pants?
Long pants for the cold.
When they was little, when they was a long time ago.
I really can't tell you. I'm just
Can't.
22.
Alright.
I
So
don't
look,
know.
I'll show you
I'm
some
just young.
women never wore pants.
Really?
Our mothers, when they was little,
Skirts.
skirts. Their mothers, skirts.
Dresses.
Dresses. Let me show you something. Deuteronomy 20. Okay, read one.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are an abomination unto the Lord thy God.
You know what an abomination is? It's something that God hates. It's abomination. It's something that God looks at and he doesn't like it.
Such as.
Such as sin. Sin, God hates sin. You know what I mean? So God hates that thing. God hates women wearing pants. God hates men wearing dresses. You don't like that. So now you as an Israelite, now you're learning you're an Israelite, not a Vikingo, you know what I mean? So now you gotta follow God's commandments. So now you gotta do what? You gotta put your dresses on. You gotta wear a dress.
I like pants too, but
You like pants too?
I'm kind of used to this. Is cold, and I hate being cold. I really do.
You know about the kilt? You heard of like the Scottish people? And they wear a kilt, they like wear a long, I got a picture for
Like
you.
tights. Like,
No, it's like a dress. But they wear that, the Scottish people wear a long dress, like a kilt, to stay warm. Kilt. The Scotsmen. Like that. And they do that, and they say it's warm. But the women say a dress is too cold. And in the summer, they say a dress is too hot.
It is. Because they got multiple, like, yeah.
It's too hot in the summer, too cold in the winter. Come on now.
It's
Come on
the
now.
truth.
So,
I mean,
okay,
they
it's
gotta
spring
have
right
different
now.
type of
That means it's dress weather, you know? Spring. All right.
Yes.
Read what you got. What you got? Deuteronomy 28:15. That's what it says.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15. Read.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day,
So if you don't listen to the voice of the Lord, the commandments, something's going to happen. Read.
that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Curses. Maldiciones. They're going to come on us
We don't,
and
we don't
overtake
follow.
us if we don't follow God's commandments. Right? Read. That was it. Verse 48. I'm going to show you one of these curses. I'm going to show you one of them.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
So you're going to serve your enemy for food, for clothing, for water. You have to go to your enemy. And today, in society today, who do we go for all these things? Our clothes. We got to go to the white man. God said that's your enemy. And they don't love us. So they're going to...
They got a whole thing going on that we don't know about.
Exactly.
And they want to hide it.
Exactly. Read on.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck, until he hath destroyed thee.
And he's going to put yokes of iron. So a yoke of iron is this thing right there. These things right there. Until you are destroyed. No. One of the things that happened in Dominican Republic, way back in the day, the Dominicans, they was made slaves. The Israelites there, they were made into slaves. They were brought from Africa, a lot of slaves,
Yes.
and brought to the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
Along with a lot of the Native Americans there, they were made slaves there. To who? To the Spanish. Yeah? That was one of the places that Christopher Columbus went and set up slave ports, and took people all over the world and all of that. So that is one of those curses that came from God. It happened to your people, happened to us in Bermuda. You feel me? No, not only that, a lot of those things that happen is one island, you share an island with Haiti. It's the same people.
But they just choose to do the bad thing. They choose to go with Satan. So
Give me Deuteronomy 33 about
choose
Simeon
to
and
do the
Levi.
bad thing.
Brother. It's either that or Genesis 49, I can't remember. They choose to do the bad thing, which is what?
witchcraft and killing the animal sacrificing.
And the animal sacrifice. Because guess what? The Haitians, back in the day, that was from the Levi.
Levi. So what they did?
They doing that. Levi, those were the priests. Those are the ones who handled the animal sacrifices for our people. So now they're doing it in wickedness.
Yeah.
Yeah? Read what you got. This is a Bible prophecy to show what will happen to our people in the last days. What will happen to the Israelites in the last days. Today, we're living in those last days. Read.
Genesis chapter 49, verse 5. Simeon and Levi are brethren.
So Simeon, Levi, the Haitians, the brothers, they were born one after the other to same mother. But they're being told that they're your brothers. This is prophecy for the last days. Jump up to verse 2. Read that real quick.
Verse 2. Gather yourselves together, and hear ye sons of Jacob, and hearken unto Israel your father.
Read.
Reuben,
Verse 1.
verse 1. And Jacob called unto his sons, and said, Gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days.
So Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel, told his sons, the 12 sons, come, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen to you in the last days. Right? Now read verse 5 again.
Verse 5. Simeon and Levi are brethren.
So he's got to tell you again, you already know that you're brothers. You're my father, well, you already know that. But he's telling you this because in the last days, you would think that you're not brothers. You know what I mean? There's a lot of hatred between Simeon and Levi today. A lot of hatred between Dominican Republic and Haiti today. You know what I mean? Because Haiti's real poor, they're trying to immigrate over. The Dominicans don't want that.
No.
They had war. They had war with the
All the
Haitians.
time because they're trying to steal everything.
Just because they're trying to
And they
steal.
trying to pee and poo everywhere on these streets. Like, that's bad.
That's bad. No. Read one.
They doing it on purposely just for irritating our lives.
Instruments of cruelty are in their habitation.
The instruments of cruelty are in their habitation. That's what you
Exactly.
mentioned.
That's what
The
it says.
witchcraft.
That's what it says.
But guess what? The Dominicans have that same instrument of cruelty.
But we don't use
Call
it
it
like that.
Santeria, Brujeria.
Brujeria.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of,
voodoo.
there's a whole lot of that going on too. You know, different.
Different.
Nah, read one.
O my soul, come not thou into their secret, unto their assembly mine honor, be not thou united.
So the Lord's saying that the Spirit of the Lord's not going to be there because of all that wickedness that's going on. All right? So these things are happening to Haiti. These things are happening to Dominican Republic because our people, we broke the commandments. Right? Read verse 7.
Verse 7. Cursed be their anger, for it was fierce, and their wrath, for it was cruel. I will divide them in Jacob, and scatter them in Israel.
So one of the things that you also see, he said the anger was cruel, meaning that in our history, Simeon and Levi went and slaughtered another group of people. You know what I mean? Deceived them and slaughtered them.
Oh.
So they said, yo, the anger, the cruel people. So the Lord said they're going to be scattered among the people. That's why so many Dominicans here in Bermuda, right?
Yeah.
The Lord said they're going to be scattered among the people. The Lord said that the Haitians are everywhere. Haitians are everywhere, right?
Everywhere.
That's what the Lord said. That's an end-day prophecy, right? So all these things happen. Why these things happen? Because we broke God's commandments. We're going to be enslaved. Put jokes of iron put on our people.
So, is that going to happen again, you saying?
That's a good question. It's going to happen again, not to us,
Not to
but
us.
to our enemies. Revelation. Revelation 13:9.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 10. Hear that he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
So no, this is a future prophecy. He that leads into captivity will go into captivity. Who led us into captivity? The white man. The white man.
I said it
Who's gonna go into captivity for all of this evil that they've done over the world? So like to this very day, you see what they're doing in Haiti, right? And wondering why the Haitians so poor. See the white man's going down there, assassinating presidents, funding civil wars and stuff, and stealing the riches of that land, because Haiti's a rich country.
And stealing guns and all that.
Stealing all type of minerals and oil, and then saying, "Oh, it's the Haitians' fault."
Not really.
That was the
They
first
mad.
country.
That's why they mad too, because all the white people trying to steal everything, and then they want to come to our land and steal our stuff because they think it's our stuff. That you know, like they think probably that we send them to steal or whatever, but it's not even like that.
Exactly.
They have a war with somebody else, not with us.
America, they invaded Dominican Republic too. They invaded that back in the day, yeah? You remember that? Yeah, go back to Deuteronomy 28. Give me Proverbs and Bible.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword.
So, earlier we said, Dominican, that means dog or boy. That's what it means in Latin.
Okay.
Yeah? So your name was changed. Your name was changed from Simeon, from your royal name, from Israel. Your name was changed to Dominican. And all what Dominicans do, they got the flags, they're super proud about being Dominican. They forgot where they came from. They forgot that we have laws and statutes and commandments to keep.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word